Welcome to the bold analysis. Samson Cherargei attended some burial ceremony in Nandi, and he was also with, and that event was also attended by Murkomen. So you have seen multiple media reports reporting about a fallout, or rather an exchange between Murkomen and Samson Cherargei. Now that soundbite, because both of them were speaking in their local dialect, the Nandi language, so there is no need of playing that soundbite here. But some people have gotten to my inbox asking me what exactly caused that and what could be behind it. So this is what happened. Yesterday, Murkomen arrived there. That event was also attended by Murkomen, Cherargei, even Opondo Kaluma, and also Nandi. And Murkomen arrived there when the speeches were going on. So when Cherargei picked the microphone, he asked Murkomen that because he's in charge of roads and there are some tenders, some road tenders, that road construction that is going on, and thanked him for some construction that is going on, Cherargei is telling Murkomen that all road networks in Rift Valley should be given to the Kalenjin nation in Rift Valley. And he's saying that the other people that are working from other tribes, Kisis, Luos, Kalenjins, Kikuyus that are working there, who have gotten tenders, should be ejected, and the Kalenjin young people that are from those constituencies or from those areas should be given those tenders as contractors. So, in some sense, what Cherargei was directly telling Murkomen is that don't give tenders to non-Kalenjins, especially for road constructions in those areas of the Kalenjin nation. And immediately after that, I think Nandi also spoke and decided not to address that matter. In fact, but of course I understand maybe he did not understand what Cherargei was saying, because what Cherargei translated was again something different. So when Murkomen arose from the seat and was talking, he actually lectured Cherargei. He was telling Cherargei that if William Ruto was to have such a mind, like the mindset that Cherargei is having, then William Ruto should not even have, could not even have become president. Number two, Cherargei had also spoken about the kingpinship politics, and it also irritated Murkomen about the discussion about the kingpinship, because he was saying that the discussion for that is not now, and when the time comes, it will come into the table, but they should not engage in that politics. So let me tell you something that was going on, a context. The Nandi who was there is angling to take over from William Ruto. Yes, that's a context. He's angling to take over from William Ruto, and when you watch my next podcast, you are going to get more of it, because I'm going to delve more in that. Then, that was Nandi. There was some time that Murkomen was also chased in the Kipsigis area by Barchok, Bomet governor, and Joanna Ngeno, Murwadi Kir MP. And they were saying that Murkomen should not engage, should not try to pose as the person to take over from William Ruto. So that is what caused that scuffle. But you will realize that Murkomen was very annoyed. Murkomen was very annoyed of the statement from Cherargei. In fact, to say the truth, Cherargei was simply picking up from where Rigathi Gachagua left it, that we are shareholders and so we should be given what belongs to us. So I don't think he was just trying to pick it from the Rigathi Gachagua statement. So in this podcast, I want to explain for you I want to do a deep dive on why Rift Valley is becoming a big nightmare for William Samoei Arap Ruto. Because I also realized something, that, who was that? Oscar Sudi spoke after them and said, I'm not going to get into politics because the person we are burying, it was actually a burial, is a very young person, and I'm just a friend to the family. So even Oscar Sudi decided not to side with Cherargei. Before I look at that, I want to humbly request you to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our videos. And in this podcast, we also have a partnership with Uzuri Coastal Apartment in the Sultan Palace, that is Kipambala, that is in the northern part of the coast. So if you're coming to the country, or you are already in Kenya, and you're looking for a place that you can unwind, a place that you can spend your time during your holiday, then the best space to think about is the Uzuri Coastal Apartment. It's a 2-bedroom Airbnb fitted with beautiful furnitures. Again, it is a place with a very amazing supporting staff. Other activities that you can also get there. From that B&B, you can have a very close view of the beach, the beautiful Indian Ocean. And again, there are other amenities there. Swimming pool, so those who like swimming can find a place to swim. There is also water bars. There is also a place where kids can play with all those amenities that are there, including even Choma Zone. Those who like playing pool, and you just enjoy the place. So this is a place I can advise you to go and enjoy your holiday. It is called the Uzuri Coastal Apartment. So the number is down there. You can just book your time there so that you go and spend. That is our partnership with Uzuri Coastal Apartment. So I want to delve deep into this amazing, I want to delve deep into the coastal politics, into the Rift Valley politics. The challenge William Ruto is facing, and it's a bit very stupid, if I say, it's a bit backward, is a sense of entitlement. And slowly, Mount Kenya has been asking what William Ruto has given, and this sense of entitlement, the person that has brought it squarely to blame is William Ruto. Has to blame himself for this. Whenever William Ruto goes to Central, Nyanza and other regions, he will parade people that he has, he will parade people that has been absorbed in government, projects that have been done there, and kind of money that has been pumped in those counties. And that seems to have lost the nationalization of those projects. So what's happening in Rift Valley is that there are a clique of leaders that are feeling that after 2022 campaigns, we've been pushed to the periphery, even though it is our time to eat. What Cherargei was telling Murkomen is not that he wants some young Kalenjins to benefit, but himself and maybe a clique of people around him are angling for those tenders. That is what is happening. And they are facing a bit of that problem because they believe that those who are appointed ministers, those who are privileged to get high profile positions, are not eating with them. So that's one aspect that is playing. And you will remember there was a time people are asking, whenever Ruto goes to Kericho, there is a plan to expand Kericho. There is a plan, also another plan to make Eldoret town a city, to elevate it to a city. I think that is something on it, and of course, personally actually support that for some reasons. And that is the challenge that is facing. So the likes of Cherargei, you will hear them speaking, tweeting, and posting about and trying to praise and to defend William Ruto in the Kenya Kwanza government in social media. But in real sense, they are not in the table. And those who get privileged positions are actually eating. That's one challenge. Number two, William Ruto's succession politics is slowly taking root. There are people that have started posturing. They have started posturing for that transition. And also there are forces that see that probably Murkomen is one of the senior most cabinet, close to William Ruto in cabinet. Even in that cabinet, there are also people that are close to William Ruto. And because Murkomen has shown interest that probably he wants to take over from William Ruto by that succession, there are people that are using public events to lynch him. And that is why he got annoyed, because the transition, or rather the Ruto succession, he's posturing for Ruto succession, and there are some forces that are feeling that they have been left out. That is a big problem. The other third aspect about the Rift Valley politics, why you see the likes of Cherargei are making those reckless statements, is because the UDA team has lacked synergy. If you look at the system, there is no messaging. This person is saying that person is saying that. A day after the Gachagua said he is dropping the shareholders narrative, someone is rising somewhere with another shareholders narrative. So what I'm saying, that there is no synergy. There is no coherence. People seem to be speaking from different sides of their mouth. And that is why Rift Valley might actually shock William Ruto. Because whatever is happening there, the more the likes of Cherargei are going to be entertained with those reckless statements, the more they are creating hate around William Ruto. And if something like that is to be done, if all Kalenjins are to be given, if non-Kalenjins are to be chased away from those areas, from those tenders, then how many Kalenjins are working? Look at Mombasa Port. Mukubwa Port comes from Kalenjin land. But then someone there is trying to reason like, if even a class, even a PP1 child cannot reason the way Cherargei is reasoning. Thank you, guys. Let's meet in the next.